Never go say goodbye. Pretty young thing, you bet I never make you cry. Can't fight this joy. Never can wait for the angel that never flies. Then you rock my world, you really give me butterflies. Your love is my space, it's gonna make me moonwalk. This girl is mine. It's that smooth talk. Just trying to make you sweet. Don't know my dream. Alright, the way you make me tell you what I mean. Joe Jackson ass whooping. If they ever try to take what's mine, anytime you love on me, I'm gonna give you the time. I'm not gonna demand it to bring out another part of me. I just can't stop loving you. You can trust your heart. I'll be there for you. Never go say goodbye. The young thing is bad, I never make it. I can fight this human nature. Never can wish for an angel that never fly. Baby, you rock my world, you really give me butterflies. Your love in my face, it's gonna make me moonwalk. Yeah, this girl is mine. It's that smooth talk. Just trying to make you see. You're the woman of my dreams, baby. Alright, the way you make me feel. Let me show you what I feel. Here's why you should never. Anytime that you want to, baby, I need you. I need you. Pretty nice and all they made for feet. Them ain't got much ass on you. Let me rub my face and baby bounce them titties. Bounce, bounce them titties. Bounce, 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 bounce them titties. Bounce, titties, baby. Lady milk make bone. Save the world from hunger. If them titties drop when that bra come off. Your stomach see triple D out. She send me attachment. It's like a scratch off. The one is weak. Looking like a chocolate pancake. If she light skin, they look like pears. Her shit, you can't go wrong with a pair. Them titties go. I need them. I need them. Pretty nice and all they make for tea. Play with them. Shake. You ain't got much ass on you. Let me rub my face and bounce them titties. I'll bounce them titties. I'll bounce them titties. Got two chains. I'm a titty boy. Top of clutter for a city boy. Got you some insect. Never try to give me my titties. So I ain't remind me of cars. Titties like the car. Ain't got no pillow to sleep on. Can I borrow your titties till tomorrow? If you got an A cup, you probably need to go under construction. From every man that love a good titty, baby, don't ever get a pressure reduction. We love them titties. Them big old breasts. Big old breasts. Baby, I need them. I need them. What they made for feeding. Shake. Them ain't got much ass on you. Let me rub my baby. Bounce them titties. Bounce, 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 bounce them titties. Bounce them titties. Bounce, 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 bounce them titties. Titties. Says she from Jamaica. Think she want a rude boy. She said, think boy. Come to Papa. When I put it on him, me shabba. Man, step on me chest. You got the feelings. Once that one simmer. On me chest. You got the feelings to me, G. Once that one simmer. Dig that like the flowers. I'm blessed by your power. But it's not like ours. Smoke like Rasta. Baby, do you hear me? Get me pushing up and up and hear me. Like fire that we gon' burn. See pride, power, and a bad mouth. So bad. Just burning like the furnace. Like the furnace. From the red to the sky, my love and parts. Forever together. I love you. Bottom of my heart. She from Jamaica. Dark skin, she on the root boy. She said, ting-a-ling-a-ling. Baby, do your thing, boy. Papa. Nishaba. Down the river. From me chest. Once. On the chest. Got once. Love me a good old Starbucks. White mocha with the foam on it. With a hint of vanilla. But my stomach can't handle it. Yes, I don't want it. Macaroni, cheese, butter, pecan, ice cream. They are my favorite. Hell no. Can't have dairy. It should get crazy. I gotta shit. I gotta. Baby, don't talk to me, cause I gotta shit. Out the way, I gotta go to the bathroom. I knock your ass down soon, right past you. I hope it's toilet tissue in there because I. No. Don't label me as that title if I see you naked. I've been attracted to you since day one. What you expect? Ain't no sugar in my tank. I'm not your homie or your brother. Don't fence on me, baby. Try to fuck you. Shoulder to cry. It's another day now. I've been here for your past revelations. Your tears I dry. Be complaining. Baby, don't be the bliss. I've been waiting for the longest. When you go give the answer. We on a lunch and brunch, but ain't never got the hunch. I pray for your boyfriend to fail, cause I wanna be your munch. We text all day, hell. I think about you, night. Never complain, my ears are open, especially when y'all fight. I know every secret, and you know that. Go keep on. He taking you for granted. Spending the weekend out of town with me. That'll teach you. I'm there when you need it. I never miss your call. Just hope draw. Don't label me as that title. I've been attracted to you since day one. What you expected? Don't sugar my thinking that I can't. Your homie or your brother, don't friends on me. Shoulder to cry on is another thing to glide on. I've been here for your past failed relationships. Until I dry, ain't gon' change. Don't pass up. I've been waiting for the longest. When you go get a ass up. Bitch, I dropped my butt today. Things been real suspicious. You ran straight to the shower. When you got it. Hey, is you listening? Oh, the way you moving. I hope it's not creeping. Woman, drop my butt today. If you cheating, had a good zop in my main marriage. Rich, we bought a zip and busted down. It was enough to split. Hero, roll one, put them in rotation. Had that great backwood, that flavor for tasting gas. So good, made me wish on before I knew it. He had it hit the ground. If knowing me at you, it's gonna be so much. It's gonna feel. I'm throwing the left like mine ain't Joe Frazier. Bitch, I dropped my blunt today. Things been real suspicious. You ran straight to the down. When you got here, is you listening? The way you moving. I hope you not creeping. Blunt today. Is you cheating? Always smooth with my shoes. Ain't never slipping. And I keep my shoes tied, so I know I ain't never tripping. Rushing too good, I'm loving the odor. Is it another? But you older. My clothes, basket, you usually fold them. Not overthinking, cause I think stop while I'm sober. Baby, you should tell by what up? Blunt, blunt today. The most suspicious shower when you got on. The way you moving. I hope you're not creeping. My blunt today. Salute. What's going on?
Are you still worried about bending over to wash your feet?
Come and try this magical silicone shower foot brush mat. Say goodbye to strenuous bending. Just sit on it, and thousands of soft and flexible bristles can help you wash your feet easily. The wash. Her latest sauce cream. This ain't the chocolate factory, but I got what you need. Call me, I'll come running. Your loving is what I miss. I love when you're but squirt of peace. I'm feeling like I'm but you pee on me. You crazy ain't gonna turn you. Ooh, you pee on me. You pee on me. Then she sprayed. You pee on me. I'm confused and turned on at the same time. You got some explaining to do. So whole lot back, yeah. And that ain't a BBL. No BBL. No ass. I know you get pain as hell. Tattoos all on. Beautiful scene. Yeah. Got more ass in a backseat. How you fit in them jeans? Baby, you an ass a start. All that ass. Stretch marks, I love show. All that ass in the jeans. Like a capital P when you stand. Your number one fan. When you back it up on, you put in the world. And all that ass in the jeans. You're running on family. Look at that ass. Super thick, I'm talking paranormal. Oh, that ass. Look like they painted on it sometimes. She's stretching out that dinner. How the hell you get in and with all that ass on your back shots make you go down? I can handle all of it. Got motion like the ocean making me country fair with a bow legs, whole heap of it. She got it in them true religion pants with all that ass on. It's a whole lot back there. That ain't a BBL. You got more ass than a horse. I know you give your pain. Hell tattoos on it. That's the beautiful scene. All the chicks with the fat asses. See how you fit it in them jeans. You an ass stars. Off in them jeans. Oh, ass. Stretch marks, I love. Sure. Ass in them jeans. Capital P when you stand. I'm your number one fan. You back it up. You putting the world in my. All them ass in them jeans. All that ass. I'm singing to all the women with the original ass. All the fat asses, no BBLs. Straight naturals. Yeah. That's who that's for. Yep, Club Maybach. If you didn't know, now you know. Says she from Jamaica. She want that rude one. She said, "Plug me sign by young go Papa." When I put it on, me shaba river on the river on me chest like gorilla. You got the keys to me, G. The ones in cinema. The river like gorilla. Who got the keys to me, G? One sings. Uh-huh. Hour. Hours. Stop. Hear me. Hear me. Like fire that keep on burning. Just burning. The furnace. Of the parts of me eyes. She from Jamaica. Dark skin, she want the root boy. She said, "Ting-a-ling-a-ling, baby, the thing boy." Shango, the papa. Shaba, pound me chest. Got the keys to me, G. Sims, pound me chest. Who got the keys? Ones, simmer. Fire. Fire, fire, fire ban. Memorial Day, or whatever holiday it is. You know what I mean? I hope y'all had a good weekend, man. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Laid back weekend, chill weekend. I feel like stopping today. Oh, oh, oh. It's stopping today. Oh, oh. It's stopping today. Oh, oh, oh. Motherfuckers on the road. The hell they learn to drive. Jive turkeys at my job. About to get a cool told me fine. Should've took the day off. Might slap my boss. My own damn kids pissing me off. As if I hadn't had enough. Chipotle fuck my goddamn order up. I'm fed up. Today. Oh, oh. Stop in the minute today. Oh, oh. Stop in the minute today. Oh. Bartender, don't you see me waving you down? This guy came after me. I was here first, but you serving him rounds. No, I'm on the over here. My friends expecting me to buy back. Tomorrow morning, I better get a cash app. One of you motherfuckers get a slap. That. Whoa, stop being a nigga today. Whoa, stop being a nigga today. Whoa, I feel like stop being a nigga today. Whoa. Woke up this morning with these thoughts in my head. The world would be better off if I just stayed my ass in bed. Whoa, stop being a nigga today. Whoa, stop being a nigga today. Whoa. Fuck being humble. Fuck being humble. I tried. But each and every time. I try to be modest, but then motherfuckers think they can cross the line. Now I gotta talk shit about mine. Fuck being humble. Change shit. Guess change is good for any of us. Whatever it take for any of y'all niggas to get up out of here, shit on with you. I ain't mad at you. Got nothing but love for you. Do your thing, boy. All the homies that I ain't talked to in a while, I'm gonna send this one out for you. I know what I mean. I ain't mad at you. Heard y'all tearing up shit out there, kicking up dust, giving a motherfucker. Nigga, so I'm mad at you. Now we were once two niggas of the same kind. Quick to holler at a hooch with the same line. You was just a little smaller, but you still roll. Got stretched to wire in the woods. Remember when you had a Jerry curl? Right on the block, with your clock, tripping off sure. Collect calls to the crib, saying how you think. Oh, use a whistle now. No more, no game. Heard you might be coming on. Just got built. Wanna go to the miles. Don't wanna chase them. Seems I lost my little homie to change things. Hit the big number. When I talk about money, all you see is the struggle. When I tell you I'm living Shit. To the trouble. Congratulations on the wedding. Your wife, she got a player for life. There's no bullshit. I know we grew apart. You probably don't remember. I used to fiend for your sister. Never I can see you on the first motherfucker. Shit on. Now the whole shit's changed. You know, got a big scheme. With my heart, you were the same. Toe to toe, when it's time to I can't even grip. Cause I'm left trying to maintain. Oh, 'cause I ain't mad at you. I ain't, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. You know, we used to be like distant cousins, fighting, playing dozens, whole neighborhood. Knowing that we wasn't used to catch us in the roof or behind. I'm getting crazy, now reminisce on all the time we shared. Bumping and grinding in time, we learned to live a life. Crime rewind us back to a time was much too young. Fell in love in the way. It's close to midnight. Something evil. See a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes a sign before you make. You start to freeze. That's how it looks you right between. Then make some noise then if it's quiet. You're paralyzed. Make some noise. Since you like it so noisy. Make some noise then. I'm riding high now, but all I got is fire. Make some noise, Miss Peach. Make some noise. Grab your 40, let's keep 5 on it. Messing with that weed or that person. It's got me stuck, I'm torn back on there. Partner to have on the side. Player, give me some brew. I might just chill. But light me another joint like Cypress Hill. Pass it across the table. Make it burn so slow. Oh, of angels. Talk, man.
Listen to the hot.
Not today. Chilling. You talk. I'll drop the link for your ass. You can come talk.
I guess so. You know,
You could talk. This is my song for real. No doubt. Said the DJ's making me feel thugged out. Feeling thugged out. As I walk into the dance floor, we begin to dance slow. Yeah. Put your arms around. If you were home, you would. Whatever. Hey, pretty what you want to talk about? What you want to talk about? What you want to talk about? I was gonna talk about the that Disney cruise ship, man. You know what I'm saying? With these PDF files, the so-called sting that they was doing. You know what I mean? You see how quiet that shit was kept. But they want to put out the hantavirus out there. You know, they want to keep talking about that. They want to keep talking about the norovirus. They want to talk about that. What is other bullshit they want to distract us with? Another fucking fake ass so-called assassination on the president. Like we all know, it's like, yo, come on, man. They still running these bullshit. Like, I don't know, man. People just be falling for the shit. You know what I mean? So people say it's not a form of distraction. Some people say it is a form of distraction. Some people say it's to make you focus on that and not look over here, and all this other stuff. So, again, we can sit here and talk about these things, but who's listening? You know what I mean? Throat spray. The fuck you talking about? What are you fucking talking about? No throat spray for me, ma'am. But you had the sex talk last night, so you should have been talking about gag reflexes and all this other shit. You know what I mean? Y'all could tap in on Peachy and T. She got a late night after dark sex talk. You know what I mean? She want to hear your sexapades and your eps that you ran and all this other stuff. The backseat of the Jeep. You know what I mean? Do you go in dry? Do you use Vaseline? Are you lubing up? She wants to know all of that. So Peachy and T after dark. All right, sex talk after dark, whatever it's called. I don't know. But you can talk about throat sprays over there, man. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about these PDF files. How this country, they don't give a fuck. This country, lets people slide. When it comes to these PDF shits, you know what I'm saying? They don't care. You know what I mean, let's switch it. Yeah, look at that. 28 crew members on a 28 crew members on a Disney cruise arrested for child, YouTube purposes. You say child corn, you know what I mean? But yeah, and it was a worldwide sting. And I think it was like 2 cruise ships put together or 3 of them. Why was that quietly kept? You know what I'm saying? Why was that quietly kept? What happened with this case? Because they're not even talking about it no more. Not this Sunday. I'm talking about aliens. Yeah, well, people should tap in. They'll tap in. You know what I mean? I'll tap in. There's a lot of people that care about talking about aliens and shit like that. Is it really? Is it really aliens? Is it fallen angels? You know what I'm saying? And all this other shit. You know, are they? Are they from quote unquote space? Because to some people they don't feel like aliens are coming from space. They feel like there's portals that opens up, or they travel through portals or whatever. So should be interesting when you talk about it. But yeah, like I was saying, what happened to these 28 people that were arrested? What's gonna happen? Shaking my head. Oh, this is what we discussed Saturday. That's what you talked about Saturday? But yeah, everybody should know Disney's all about nasty work. I mean, go do some homework and research on Disney, whether it's Disneyland or Disney World in Orlando. All the like crazy things that happen at these amusement parks. People that, end up passing away at these amusement parks on rides and all this other stuff. Go see the story. Hidden tunnels that they talk about. Um like how children be going missing and all this other stuff. They got hidden doors, you know what I mean? That if you're part of the Disney club that you get access to, that brings you to, underground and all this other stuff. This is well documented and known. You and I about the cell phone thing. You and I about the cell phone thing. I don't know what you're talking about. Cell phone thing. But either which way, man, like I said, this shit happened and that shit was swept under the rug, quietly kept, and they kept talking about the hantavirus or hunter virus, however you pronounce it, and the neurovirus. That's what they want people to focus on. They don't want to talk about this. Then I saw a content creator on IG show like a bunch of men that Trump pardoned that had this on their jackets, child corn on their jackets, or was arrested for, you know, for going on these child websites, or violated a minor or whatever. How he pardoned them. The thing is, to me, it's just crazy how How does this country let these people slide with doing that? Like, how do they get away with doing this type of stuff? You know what I mean? Like, why ain't they strict and harsh on that? You know what I mean? Why do they let them get away with this type of shit? You know? Why ain't they being thrown underneath the jail, for getting caught with child porn on your laptop or computer or on your phone? This shit is wicked. Cause in other countries, man, they castrate these people. You know what I mean? They be stoning these people, you know? But this country, man, like, it's like they'll bury you for some drugs. You know what I'm saying? You get caught with some guns, they want to put you underneath the jail for those two things, but you got child porn and all this other shit. They let you slide, which is crazy. VSOP, Grand Rising, salute. Um, yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get caught with some drugs, guns, they want to smoke you and all this other shit. But like I said, you getting caught with child pornography or, all of this other shit, you get like slapped on the wrist. There was the Nickelodeon what producer or director from Nickelodeon. He used to be a actor too. I forgot the guy's name, but he was doing inappropriate things with what's that chick's name? Ariana Grande. I'm like throwing pool parties at his home and telling the parents they can't come. It's only the children that's gonna be there. And all this other weird shit. This dude gets to resign. He don't get arrested or nothing. I mean, they said they locked up what you call it, the subway guy. You know what I mean? For having child porn. Who knows if they really did lock him up. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, a lot of these higher ups, they get caught and they let them go. There you go. I appreciate that, VSOP. Dan Schneider. That's the dude's name. He used to act on a TV show. I forgot the name of the TV show where it was all like in a classroom setting. But that dude was always weird as a fat dude acting. I thought he was weird. You know what I'm saying? And then come to find out, he's really weird. But yeah, this dude was touching Ariana Grande. Like, they'll style her for a scene and he'll be like, "Oh, I don't like that outfit, but I need you to come into my trailer and try different outfits, and I want to see which one is perfect for the scene and stuff like that." And I don't get it, man. I don't know if it's like, these people are I mean, Aaron Carter talked about this shit so much. Like a lot of these child actors or children actors, they talk about how, like, their parents were so money hungry that they didn't like really pay attention to things that they should have been paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? Shirley Temple talked about it. Like how, you know, her and her mother went to a Fox studio and her mother went into one room with one of the directors and she went into it. Like all of this shit been going on for years. This shit is crazy, yo. Shots, salute, my guy. Peace and grand rising. Um, yeah, man, just weirdo shit, dog. Like, again, they don't, when we see this shit, you hear about it, if you even hear about it. And then the shit is swept under the rug. It's like the shit even never happened. But the bullshit, they'll talk about this Trump shit that happened, over the weekend. My thing is this: how the correspondence from these news, like, I know how it is, so it's not me really asking y'all a question. It's just like, come on now. It's like me being in the woods, right? I happen to get, like, I set up my camera and then I catch this so-called Bigfoot, right, on camera, where nobody was ever able to catch this shit, and their footage is all grainy. But me, I have my camera set in the right position and everything. Like, these correspondents are so, they shitty actors, dog. This shit is not even funny. I'm watching the first one that I saw. This lady with the blonde hair. I don't know what news outlet she worked for. She was like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And it was like after the fifth shot or whatever, this bitch is ducking down on the ground. I'm like, yo, this shit is just bad. Then I saw a second clip of a brown, a dark haired female. Same thing. She's supposed to be a news outlet, and then she's like, "Is that shots? Are they shooting?" And it's just like, yo, like, this shit is just funny, man. Yo, these people get away with this fucking bullshit ass, whack ass acting. It's not even funny. Let me see. Can't trust the most kids friendly place on earth. Correct. Correct. dog, like I said, man, Disney been doing wicked shit since, back in the early whatever, when they was drawing. They said like Mickey Mouse is drawn off of a penis, my nigga. Is what they said. I was watching a content creator saying it was like, yo, the way they start off drawing Mickey is by drawing a penis. And I think the other characters too, fucking Goofy, Daffy Duck, and all of these motherfuckers. I don't know, man. This shit is just wicked, bro. At the end of the day, shit is just wicked out here, man. You know what I mean? It's just wicked. That's why people need to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at what happened to the lady. The lady fucking puts a hidden camera on her non-verbal son and catches her son being assaulted at daycare or at the school. That shit like that shouldn't happen. And like I said on my live, that lady's way better than me because my nigga, I'm going to jail. Cause I'm gonna put hands and feet, elbow, anything and everything. My Tim's is gonna be stuck in that motherfucker's skull. They're gonna have to operate, you know what I'm saying, on that motherfucker to remove my Tim's. Let me see. And he rushed home because he was supposed to be at one of his kids' weddings, but he was randomly pulled and sent to the White House. Oh, okay. That's just crazy. Like he wouldn't have even been there. They rushed him to the White House. Then that happened. Yeah, it's just the shit is just like, yo, listen, man. The shit, I don't know if they trying to prep up for something, you know what I mean? But come on. So many attempts. Like they just really want to off this guy that bad. And then they caught the black dude. And then it's like, yo, the funny shit is after they catch these people, they have all of the fucking information in like less than 5 minutes. Oh yeah, he had some weird shit on his computer. But it's like, yo, so he already was talking about like this and stuff like this through emails or telling people and y'all did nothing about it. Like it should be weird. Disney World is evil. Yeah, facts. You can feel the evil. Yeah, listen, man, I always said that. When I lived in Orlando, my sister's husband at the time used to work at Disney World. So we used to go there like every other weekend. And I didn't feel it in the I forgot what is it called. But they got three amusement parks. I don't know what it is now. I'm talking about like back in the 90s when I used to go. This is like early 90s when I was living in Orlando and I went to West Orange High in Orlando. But anyways, long story short, I felt that type of feeling when I was at the kiddie parks. The first two ones with the little rides for the children. I felt the weird vibe there. I didn't feel the weird vibe at like where they got Space Mountain. I forgot what. I don't know if that's Epcot Center or whatever. The more adult one. I didn't feel that, but I did get the weird vibes from the kiddie fucking parks and shit. And like I said, they got hidden doors. They said like the Freemasons and if you part of the Disney, the fucking Disney thing, you get to you know what I mean? You could feel the energy there and shit like that, they say. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, shit just be weird. It'd be crazy at Disney. He should have already been on a watch list. Yeah, that's a fact. My thing is like this, right? If these shits is happening at the White House, why don't they fucking like why don't they just shut the shit down? You know what I mean? No visitors, no nothing. Cause I remember back in the 80s, I think it was Bush, if I'm not mistaken, like late 80s, Bush, the father, he was the president. It might have been him or Reagan. I can't really remember. I know I was a kid and we went to DC and part of our trip in DC was to we was trying to go to the White House and we couldn't go to the White House because someone tried to like somebody hopped the fence or something and got on the lawn and they caught the person with a gun, so they shut the shit down for the day. We couldn't even go visit, right? They shut it down, you know. And I think we tried to go like the next day and they was like, nah, they shut it down. So we couldn't even visit the White House. And that was supposed to be part of the trip. So I don't know why they're not shutting down the fucking White House. Again, some of this shit is just like you could see it's a psyop. If somebody can't see that it's a psyop, it's like, yo, I don't know what's wrong with your eyes or what's going on with your intuition. But every time I see this shit, I my intuition is like, it's telling me like, yo, don't even fall for this bullshit. you know? But yeah, it's mad like crazy shit going on, man. Crazy, crazy shit going on. A 75-year-old, she goes to a fucking, I don't know where she was at, a fast food joint or a coffee joint. Her coffee was messed up. She went inside. She started arguing with an employee. The employee put hands on her, and the 75-year-old ended up dying at the I'm about to say hotel, at the hospital. Like shit like that. It's like, yo. And someone was telling me that the manager was there. My thing is like, what kind of manager are you that you don't intervene and tell the employee, hey, I got this. Go back to where you was at, go back to your station, you know, that you just stand there and watch an employee fight a 75-year-old. Now, I've worked a lot of retail jobs where, you know, some people come in, some customers come in, they be feeling entitled and all this other shit. I've been managers of stores before. I never like, I don't get it, dog. Like, I never got into it with no customers. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna get into it with no 75-year-old, dog. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I'm just gonna ignore your ass and let you talk to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm walking away, you know? It's like your girl, you got a girl and your girl wanna argue with you. When you walk away, you defeated that person. You think that person's still gonna continue going on? When you're not there, I know some women are like that and some men are like that too. They'll keep going on and you don't even got to be in front of them. But dog, the minute you walk away, shit is over. You know, we're just in some, I don't know, dog. Like people be talking about some demon time, demonic times. I don't know. Because there's some shit that I be seeing happening that, yo, back in the days, I'm not saying it didn't happen, but there was a form of respect. You know what I mean? You was taught, you know, the era I'm from, we was taught to respect all elders, all form of authorities, teachers, whatever. Does that mean that these people are always right? No. You know what I'm saying? But I'm watching videos of students fighting teachers in the classroom. The class is just watching the shit. Nobody's trying to separate, break it up. You know what I mean? Like I didn't see shit like that. I never saw a student back in my time when I was in school. Did I see students argue with teachers? Yes. I'm talking about physically fist fighting. I'm seeing counselors fist fighting with students. Like I've never seen that type of shit when I went to school. Was there disagreements? Yes. Was there arguments? Yes. Was a student cursing out a teacher and all this other shit? Yes, these things happen. But I never saw a teacher and a student going blow for blow in a fucking classroom, dog. And everybody just sitting there watching it. Like, yo, crazy. For real. Hold on. I'm driving, so I can't really read your comment shots. So I'll read it in a second. But yo, shit is just wild out these days, bro. Like, you got these YNs, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to call them YNs, but these youngins just disrespecting elders. You know what I'm saying? They standing in front of a corner store. Like, people are trying to go inside the corner store. Nobody's saying, yo, move out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like these people are trying to get in. Like when we stood in front of these corner stores and shit in my time, when we saw people trying to get in, we moved out the way. We just strictly moved out the way. You know what I mean? We saw Ricky's grandmother struggling with grocery bags. We helped out Ricky's grandmother with the grocery bag. You know what I'm saying? We ride in the train, we ride in the bus. We see a person that has a child, a baby, we automatically got up from the seat and gave that lady the seat. We saw somebody's grandmother, somebody's aunt. You know what I'm saying? We sitting down on a train, on the bus, we automatically got up. Now, like what was it? 2 months ago, I was on the train. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a bunch of youngins just looking at this elder woman with a cane, just looking at her while still sitting down on the train, bro. I gave up my seat. This other dude was trying to give up his seat, but I gave up my seat. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, miss, come sit over here. You know what I mean? Helped her, had her hold my arm, and I walked her to the fucking, like, dog, I don't get these niggas these days, man. I don't get shit these days. I don't. Let me see, 28 predators running around a place. Yeah, filled with children. Yeah. Well, this was a cruise. This was a cruise ship. And this is what it was crazy, right? This was a sting, bro. They was doing a sting. So my thing is, they've been watching these dudes. You know what I'm saying? They've been watching these dudes. You know? Yo, I was watching this show, not a show. I was watching a content creator said the reason why How to Catch a Predator is not on TV anymore is because on the show they started catching people in high places. They started catching judges, they started catching surgeons, doctors, you know what I'm saying? Firefighters. They started catching police officers and shit like that. Yo, for real. I'll send it to you. I know some of y'all follow me on IG. I'll send that shit to y'all because I saved it. No lie. I'm watching the shit and I'm like, damn, that makes sense. I never looked at it like that. The dude was like, yo, the reason why How to Catch a Predator, the show is not on TV no more, is because they started catching these people. And the last episode that they had was a judge. And then the judge ended up offing himself. You know what I'm saying? Unaliving himself and stuff like that because he didn't want to get arrested. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. But yeah, that show's not on TV no more. I thought it was because the host of the show actually got arrested. He didn't get arrested for no, minus, he did like a crime. I don't know what it was. I think he was drunk or something like that. I can't really remember what he got arrested for, but I thought it was because of him, because of the host of the show. But nah, it had nothing to do with that. The last few episodes, like I said, I think the last episode that ever aired was a judge who's locking people up for crimes like that. He gets caught. So when they went to his house to go arrest him, this dude had a standoff with the police, and he ended up, unaliving himself. You know what I mean? Taking his own life. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. But I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. But yeah, why ain't they strict and hard on pedos? And I've been saying this, right? And this is a fact. Y'all could go look this up. All Republicans wanted to pass a law with PDF files. All Republicans signed off on a bill, right, to be strict on these PDF files. Guess what? Not one Democrat, and I'm going to say it again, not one Democrat signed off on this bill. This is facts. This was last year. It either was last year towards the ends of last year or early this year. This happened. I'm like, that's crazy. Then I got this video. I was supposed to upload it, but I never uploaded. There's a video of a female who's talking about PDF files and saying that, oh, these are normal people. They're not sick. They're not crazy. They don't have a problem and all this other stuff. We need to treat them like normal human beings. And I'm like, this is the fucking problem that we have with this fucking corporation. This ain't even a country. You know what I'm saying? This is the problem. You got a woman on a national stage talking about these PDF file people don't have a mental problem. They don't have no, they're not chemically imbalanced. There's nothing wrong with them. Saying that there's nothing wrong with them is fucking crazy to me because I never understood how grown ass men is looking at little girls or little boys and being turned on. I never listen, bro. I don't get it. And this is back way before I even was a parent. I'm talking about when I was a kid. I used to see grown ass men staring at little girls. I just didn't know at the time. Now, when I think about it, I look back, I'm like, yo, that's what this man was doing. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I didn't, put two and two together, you know? And now being a parent and I have a son and I have a daughter, man, listen, man, God forbid. I'm telling y'all would see me on the national news. For real. If you don't live out here, you would see me on national news because I'm taking matters into my own hand. So be it. Because there's a lot of people crashing out for nothing out here. I'm gonna crash out for something. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Chris Hansen. Yep. Let me see. Lied about being. Oh, he was shot at in a combat zone, and that kind of killed his credibility. Oh, I didn't even know that. Grand Rising. Salute, King. King Fire. Salute. Peace and salute. I didn't even know that. Shots. That is his name, Chris Hansen. I didn't know he was in combat or lied about being in combat. I didn't even know that. Let me see. King Fire salute. You saluted King Fire. King Fire shot saluted you. They are trying to normalize. Yeah, that's a fact. They are definitely trying to normalize that shit. That is a fact. That is a fact. Let me see. I'm trying to read some of y'all. Let me see. He should have already been on a watch list. Yep. That was VSOP saying that. Um, I appreciate y'all, man, tapping in. Hold on. Let me see. Shot 28. Yep. I read that already. Oh, hell nah. Let me see. On a cruise. Yeah, it was like two to three cruises. Disney cruise. Matter of fact, it was two ships of Disney's. One called Wanda. Wanda something, and then the other one has a different name. But yeah, it was on two cruise ships, and this was a sting that they did. So a lot of these dudes was like from out of the country. You know what I'm saying? But they was watching them, you know. But yeah. Um, yeah, but you don't even hear about this shit no more. You don't even hear about it. Shit is wild, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy out here. But yeah, man, like, dog, that lady, man, I hope she gets paid. I hope they shut down that school that was touching her nonverbal son. For real. Like, how a grown ass man choking a kid. I don't give a fuck what type of condition he has. Why are you choking a kid, man? What is wrong with you? Like, I don't be getting some people, dog. Like, some people are real wicked out here, man. A lot of people are soulless. Don't get me wrong, my children be acting up sometimes, but I'm not gonna be choking my son or my daughter. And if I'm doing that, I got some real problems. It ain't even about no, you got some anger issues. No, you got some real problems that you choking somebody's children and the child is nonverbal. And then on top of it, you calling him then a nigga and all this. Like, yo, I swear to God, dog, like I said, that chick is way better than me. You know what I'm saying? She is smart by putting the fucking camera in her son's hair. She was super smart. And how she handled it, I give it to her. She did better than me. Cause nigga, no lie, I'm gonna record me talking to them, and then y'all gonna see me putting hands on the person who was touching my son. Facts. That shit would have made national news, and y'all would have saw me putting hands. Y'all would have saw me getting cuffed up and all of that because I'm going. Facts. But guess what? For your actions, you gotta pay. And we need to take it back to that. This is a fact. Back in the days, this is what used to go on. So this is why all of this shit's happening nowadays. Negrums is quick to take out another Negrum for whatever reason over some fucking poom poom. A chick who want to be a smut. She want to sleep with me and she want to sleep with the homie. And now I'm ready to off the homie over some poom poom. So I don't think in my mind, oh, if I shoot Tyrone, I'm going to jail for the rest of my life. And I'm going to get no more poom poom. I'm going to be jerking off with some jergens in the fucking cell talking about, yo, Shelly, you think you could go outside the cell for 10 minutes? Like, what the fuck? Niggas is offering people for poom poom. Niggas is offering niggas for some chump change. I saw a motherfucker shot somebody for $50 that they owed him. So you didn't think about whooping ass instead? Why? Because you're afraid to fight. You're afraid to catch a fucking knuckle sandwich to your grill. You know what I'm saying? You're afraid to catch a shot to your forehead or whatever. So you go off this dude for $50. Not only you didn't get your $50, now you got 50 years in fucking jail for the rest of your life. Negrums is dumb. On Dead Dogs, nigga, I grew up in the era where, nigga, we was putting hands and feet on motherfuckers. Somebody owed you bread, you went up, you said, yo, Mike, what's up with my 50, nigga? Mike is laughing, or he tells you straight up, nigga, I ain't paying you. You put hands on Mike. You beat the brakes. You beat him up so bad that change starts popping up. It's like a video game. All you hear is ding, ding, ding. Change is falling out of his pocket. That's how bad you beat up Mike to get your bread back. Or you beat him up, you put hands and feet on him, he end up paying you your money. You heard? But I'm gonna off somebody for $50 because I want to make an example. So I didn't think about, goddamn, if I pop this dude, I'm going to jail for the rest of my life. Nigga owe you $50. You about to do 50 years now. Like, this shit is crazy. I don't get it. Let me see. Why folks losing their minds? Yeah, facts, man. These whites, man. Yeah, they losing their minds out here, man. Niggas, these people are unaliving people. You know what I'm saying? They unaliving these. You know what I'm saying? Like, Peach, we did a show about it, talking about that black chick that went to Africa with that pale dude, and she got unalive. What's up with that? They said, oh, we didn't see, there's nothing to see here. You know what I mean? And this dude's back in the States. He's living his life. You know what I mean? Living his life. Let me see. That's why. Let me see. That's why I said that they're not ready for no. Yeah, that's a fact. They ain't ready for that. Listen, there's a few. The community is very small. There's a few of us that's ready to really, do some uprise, right? To really stand for something. There's a few of us that's here. But for the most part, there's a lot of these niggas that's out here. I don't know if they NPCs, if it's processed food, so much processed food and stuff like that that's making them docile. They ready to, like I said, ready to go to the hood and do whatever, but they're not ready to really fight the true enemy. They're not ready to fight the true enemy. They're not ready for that. Exactly, scared to get punched. Yeah, there's a lot of these dudes scared to get punched. Yeah, a lot of them is scared to get punched, bro. A lot of them is scared to get punched. I'm seeing a lot of like, go watch True Crime, the channel on YouTube, right? And you'll see dudes unaliving their girls on live. You'll see a bunch of dudes unaliving someone else on live. And who do you see on the true crimes? I'm not saying these white folks ain't committing crimes, but for the most part, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, it's us unaliving each other on these shows. You know what I'm saying? It's us. You know? Peace and salute. You know what I mean? We unaliving each other. We taking each other out. You know what I mean? Look at that uprise them white folks did in a few years ago at the Capitol in Washington. Not one person got shot. Not one person got shot. And security and the police is supposed to guard that place with their lives. Not one person got shot. I think somebody might have been unalive, but it wasn't because they got shot. You think black folks would be ready to do something like that? That's the thing. So we talk about, white folks all day long and this and that and this. But guess what? They ready to do whatever they got to do to make change. We ain't ready for none of that. We say we ready, but are we really ready? Are we really ready? We say that we are, but are we really ready? They propagate people to hate one another. Of course. They sure do. They sure do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we too worried about, oh, we're not black. We're not a crayon color. We're not African American. Like, we still having the same conversations. Why are we the only people that's been remixed so many times? They're not remixed in the Jews. They're not remixing Dominicans. They're not remixing Puerto Ricans with their, you know what I'm saying, with who they really are. Like, fuck all of that dumb shit, man. Like, you know what I mean? Let's really make a change. Because look what happened. They just passed a bill, or they didn't sign off on a law where blacks are supposed to have voting rights. I don't vote anyway, so I don't give a fuck. Because people be thinking when they go vote, they making a change. Nigga, they got you fooled. Voting don't change shit. All right? Especially when it comes to us. Ain't nothing changed. A lot of these people is already put in position of power. All right? They told, especially when it comes down to being the president. These people are told 20 years in advance that you're gonna become. You think it's a coincidence that Trump was on Oprah's show in the late 80s and she asked him, "Oh, would you ever run for president?" And he says, "Oh, I don't know, but if I was to run for president," he's telling you straight up. He said, "Yo, I voted and I supported Democrats." And this is the shit I don't get with people, right? And I'm talking about people that look like us that keep talking about the Republican Party is racist. So the Democrat Party's not racist? Because last time that I checked, the Republican Party was started by blacks in Texas. Last time that I checked. This is facts. The Republican Party was started by blacks. It wasn't started by no Democrats. Democrats funded the KKK and still funding them to this day. So why are we voting for a political party that never gave a fuck about us? Why? Because they laugh in our face, they rub our backs, they tell us what we want to hear, they shaking hands and kissing babies, so we think they really for us? Listen, I'm not for no political party. I don't want nobody to think that, oh, I'm a Republican the way I'm talking. I don't give a fuck about no Republicans. I don't give a fuck about no Democrats, is what I call them. No independent, no liberals, because at the end of the day, there's a thing called APAC. That's American and is these fake Israelis that we know, not even Israelis, these fake Israel people, okay, that put billions of dollars to control all politicians. All right? They all bought and paid for. Look it up. It's called APAC. AIPAC. Look that up. This is a fact. All political parties are all bought and controlled by these people. They all controlled by these people. Facts. Just made a post about how voting. Yeah, it's a sham. It's a sham. It's a scam. We don't have no power. Okay? That Lyndon B. Johnson bullshit act that he signed off on to give blacks their rights, and you see Martin Luther King behind him with a smile on his face. Listen, man, what have changed? What has changed from those days, right? The things that I noticed that changed from those days is I could say, like, before there was the Crips and the Bloods, we had the political, we had the Black Panther Party, we had this group, we had that group that used to police the neighborhoods, right? They didn't let no outsiders come to the neighborhood vandalize. They didn't let outsiders come and do this and do that. That's the difference that I see. But as far as political parties, as far as voting, as far as this and that, nothing has changed. The only difference is these people are still being racist to our face. The difference is we sit amongst them and eat at the same restaurant. But what's the difference when they giving you trash ass service to your face? This is why I be telling people, man, when I went to go live in Florida, that shit opened my eyes. Yeah, Massachusetts is racist, but when I went to Florida, that shit is blatant in your face. There's no hiding the shit. Up here, they hide. They smile in your face, and then they stab you behind your back. In Florida, they'll stab you to your face. You know what I mean? So it's fucking crazy. Let me see. I think America is the real Holy Land. Holy Land. Okay. Let me see. King Fire. I'm independent. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, man. Salute to you. I just don't believe in no political parties, man. That's just me. I feel like we should have our own political party. You know what I'm saying? I get what what our leaders back then was trying to do. I don't want to say we have not came nowhere. Let me take that back. I'm not gonna say they didn't do they whether it was Malcolm X, Shirley Chisholm, a few of these people that really really had a heart and really wanted change. I'm not gonna say they did make some change from for back then. So let me take that back. They did make some change from back then. But what has changed is what I'm saying is today. Because we got nigrums in these meetings. We got nigrums in these rooms with these folks. But they bought and paid for. Like Maxine Waters. You know what I'm saying? People like that, they've been so out of touch and out of tune. Like, we need fresh blood. We need young motherfuckers in there. How's Maxine? Like Maxine Water had her seat for like I don't know how many years. How many years? That lady lives in a mansion. She's not relatable. She hasn't been relatable in years. She hasn't been relatable. I remember Jesse Ventura said, I forgot when did he say that, but he said it, I think, on Piers Morgan. He said, yo, when they have these ballots for voting and shit, um, they should have like, the both of the candidates that you can vote for, but then there's a third option to where you vote for none of them. You know what I'm saying? what was the other shit he said? Oh yeah, this is what I learned with the voting thing that they just took away. The voting right that I think it's like the Voting Act or whatever it's called. Um, that the way they set it up for them to have, more authority and power and control is that what they do is if there's four black people, right, that's running, what they do is they group the four people together. So that way we have to vote for one of them to win. They don't separate them. So let's say they create, you know how there's a bunch of districts, right, for you to go voting for depending on where you live. So what they do is they separate it down the line, right? And they make it to their advantage. So this is what I'm saying. Even though this act and this bill was signed for us to vote, we still don't have no power and no control at the end of the day. And that's the point that I was trying to make. You know what I mean? We don't have no power and we have no control. They still are rigging the system to their advantage. So what they'll do is, like I said, I never knew about this until something told me because I like to know what the fuck is really going on, not just listening to what somebody's saying or taking surface level information. No, we got to do our own research, our own homework, so you know exactly, you could comprehend. You know what I mean? Like my father would say, yeah, you read that book, but do you comprehend what you were reading? There's a difference. So anyways, when I was looking into it, it was talk about like how, let's just say there's 5 districts, right? There's 5 districts. So if there's 5 black people running for position, they don't put one in each district that you could vote for. They'll group them up in one area, which is out, usually an urban area, ghetto, hood, whatever you want to title it, whatever you want it to be called. That's what they do. So that way, those 5 people don't have influence in 5 different districts. They'll only be controlled in one district. You see what I'm saying? Like that shit is crazy, dog. I had no idea about that shit. Again, until I went and looked in and I researched, that's what I saw with some content creators that did a great job breaking that down. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh shit, that's foul. That's messed up. So instead of taking each individual black person and saying, hey, let's put I don't know, Michael Johnson in District 1. Let's put Robert uh 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 Thomas in District 2. What they do is they group them and put them in one district. Now we have to vote for one of the best black person that we feel would do a better job. So that automatically X out the other men or the other women, that's running. Shit is wild, man. We do nothing. Yeah, that's a fact. We don't do nothing. Politics is a scam. That's a fact. It's a scam. It's politricks, like some people would call it. It's politricks, you know. Um, they all in bed. Yeah, they all in bed together. That's a fact. They all in in bed together. They sprinkle breadcrumbs. That's a fact. That is a fact for politics. Yep. Or religion. Yeah, that's another thing too. Religion. I think religion fucked a lot of us up, man. And when I say us, I'm talking about us. Forget the outsiders. I'm talking about us. A lot of people fell for that religion shit, man. Religion is a business. If people don't know religion is a business, then I don't know. I guess you're late to the party. I'll be nice and leave it at that. Because if you start a church, you get a tax exemption. That lets you know it's a business because you only get tax exemptions from a business for having an LLC, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. So it's a business. Religion is a business. They selling you fucking dreams. You know what I mean? That's the problem with a lot of us. A lot of us fell for that religion based thing. And who created religion? The pale people. They the ones who created it. The first one was Baptist. The first religion that was ever created was Baptist. And I'm talking about as far as like the states. You know what I mean? I don't know about the countries and all of that other shit, but from my research, Baptist was the first religion created. And from my research and what I read, it was still a form of oppression and suppression on the people. You know what I mean? It's to oppress the masses, control the masses. You know what I mean? People be swearing by this damn Bible when the Bible wasn't even written by God. You know what I'm saying? The same people that don't like you that's working to, keep you down and take you out and all this other stuff is the same people who wrote the good book. And people be swearing by the good book like, Jesus wrote it himself or God wrote it himself. And it's like, yo, y'all people be bugging, man. Yo, it is, man, what it is. Like I said, I'd rather be sitting here paying attention to shit that's real, man. Things that is meaningful, than to be paying attention to the nonsense and the BS that we got going on out here, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit happening. People ain't doing shit. You got some fucking clown ass white dude going around. Yeah, of course he ain't going around the real areas calling motherfuckers niggas to their faces, but people are just letting this shit slide. Then you got another clown who's streaming. He's on streams with black dudes. He's saying nigga with the A at the end. They don't, you know what I mean? Like we're just in the docile time, bro. This is a fact. We're just in a time. I got a video that's on my channel. I didn't know this about cornflakes. I think cornflakes is made by General Mills. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But anyways, cornflakes was made, right? They put a bunch of chemicals in it. And one of the things was to make young boys docile. And of course, all of this shit is to fucking really attack us. It really don't have no effect on their kind. You know what I mean? It has more of effect on us. Just like autism. There's more black boys that are autistic than white boys. This is a fact. You know what I mean? They said it doesn't really affect the girls because girls is born with estrogen, so it blocks it. But, we get our puberty as we get older. You know what I mean? And shit like that. So, yeah. 1 out of 3 black kids is autistic. That shit's by design. You know what I mean? Why are you giving a newborn baby a Hep C vaccine that you say that is healthy, but the first shot that you giving them, and Hep C is for people that's having sex or using needles, but we giving it to a newborn baby. Certain states passed a law where they banning it now. No more Hep C vaccines for newborn baby. But why the other states ain't jumping along? Florida's a tax-free state. Texas tax-free. Right? Mississippi just made it tax free. Why ain't all the states in the United States? Why ain't it all tax free out here? Why ain't it all tax free? Like bunch of bullshit, man. Bunch of fucking bullshit. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Yeah, man. You know, like these people, man. Like I said, it's a bunch of crazy shit happening, man. Crazy shit happening. I keep hearing that we do for a lockdown and all this other shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it that we go on a lockdown. You know? These people are wicked, man. These people are wicked. Oh yeah. These people are wicked, man. Crazy shit happening out here. Let me play music real quick. Play a song real quick. Move that fuba to the side, man. That's that fupa music. I'm ready to slide. That's what to my fupa great again. Fupa great again. From the front to the end, I won't stop until you tell me when. You was my favorite, I could totally see. Ride me to baby, suffocate me. And don't be shy. You make me see. I'm a smack the second fuba. Put that fuba to the side, baby. Yo, that nigga be wildin' with his songs, yo. Fupa, make the fupa great again. So to my ladies with y'all stomachs, with the fupas, you know what I mean? There's men out there that love it. So don't feel no type of way, y'all heard? Don't feel no type of way. Um, There's men that love fupas out here, y'all. Hold on. It's crazy shit happening, man. To the day that we die, survival of the fittest. Don't survive. Where they at? Where they at? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Where who at? You and Love is Blue be writing like we gotta break it down when y'all write. You ain't hot forever. We don't talk. Scared to look. There's no such thing as halfway crooks. Eve Cook. You better have the right gear ready. Steady. Double. Go home with next action. Relaxing. I guess. Vodka and milk. Blasting. Me. Forget me. The Fupa lovers. They out there. What do you mean? The Fupa lovers is out there. You already got a Fupa lover, Peach. Stop playing. You already got a Fupa lover. What's his name again? What's his name again? Only the strong survive. Gotta get go. Go get low. Use Joe. That. Count my stats. Precaution. Ounces. Let me ask y'all a question. Who's shocked? Who's shocked or surprised that Ray J got knocked out? I don't know if y'all watched that fight, but Ray J got knocked the fuck out and end up with a big knot. It reminded me of when Martin had what was the dude's name? The boxer that was on there. What was it? Hearns. Hearns was on there and Hearns punched him and then he came up off the mat and he had all the bumps on his forehead. Yo. Yo, this shit is funny, man. Yo, Ray J got put on his ass. Get at me. Me. At me. I don't care what nobody say, man. Best rap group ever. Mob Deep. Best rap group ever. Whoever want to debate, we could debate. All right, we could set up a debate and we could debate. I'm telling you, best rap group ever. MOBB. I know there was the EPMDs. I know there was the Run DMCs. I know there was this one. There was that one. There's MOP. There's this and that. Talking about none of them groups made a big ass impact like the infamous Mob Deep did with the infamous album in the 90s, dog. I listen, man, still to this day when Survival of the Fittest come on, you already know. They revitalized, yo, thanks to Prodigy, putting Little Kim on that Quiet Storm remix. That's why Little Kim, that's one of her number one songs that she performed and people love when she performs. Even though she does that weird robot dance and all of that, I don't care. I don't care about that. But we're talking about her bars that she dropped on that song. Fire. Prodigy like brought her back. You know what I mean? Absolute best. Yeah, like come on, man. You know what I mean? Like Mob Deep, I don't care what nobody say, man. You know what I mean? Mob is the best rap group, dog. Classics. Classic. You know what I'm saying? Duo. Best duo. I know there's the 8 Ball and MJG. Some people say, oh, UGK is better. Listen, man, I beg to differ, man. I beg to differ. UGK didn't have no big ass impact all around the world like Mob Deep. I never heard of UGK performing in Europe. Never. That doesn't mean that they ain't never did it. I'm just saying I never heard of them going to the UK and performing. I know Mobb Deep performed in the UK with and without Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some duos that's all right. You know, I remember somebody said, oh, Loonies. And I'm like, nigga, Loonies only had one hit. What are we talking about? Only Looney song I know and everybody else can tell you from the rap group Loonies is I Got Five on it. That's it. You know what I mean? That's the only song I know by Loonies. The only song. The only one. Mobb Deep don't got one banger. They got a bunch of classics, man. They got a bunch of classic albums. Whether they sold a lot or not. Hell on Earth is another fire album. You know what I'm saying? Besides the infamous. What else they had? There's some other ones that a lot of people don't really care for. I do. They had the Free Agents one where they had the songs with they had some songs with what's his name, man? Little John on there. One of their fire songs they had was with Cool G Rap. Come on, man. Prodigy and Cool G Rap. Then they even did a song with 8 Ball and MJG. Or one of them, the fat one. I don't know which one is the fat one, but that song fire. Hold on, Mom. I think it was 8 Ball. I think that's the one. Yeah, 8 Ball is the chubby one. Chubby dark skin one. That song is classic. Where You're From is what it's called. Classic. If you're living with schizophrenia, fire, fire, fire. Y'all already know, because of YouTube. Can't really get it in. Fire. Infamous area. Hey, come on. Have as a producer, he don't get enough credit. That track is fire. Syria. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yo. Yo. Ashes to ashes. Gas a little. I put it to you clear while you cats talking riddles. Talking me. I said you got lucky. Say you tread through lands, then get money. Hey yo, fuck that. The fish down cat. I push it down, blow around on your baseball hat. Hey, nigga saying, damn, why you be like that? It's a close, you can learn from it. It's real black. Uh-huh. Wait. Black motherfucking DOG. And I'm a thug for them young niggas thugging for me. Kid, it's where you from. It's where we from. Niggas pack nothing but the big gun. Man, that song fire, dog. Fire. That track, the production, everything is fire on that. Fire on that. Come on, man. That shit is fire. Um, Song is fire. Let me see what's up with this one.
Young guns coming up during the
Fire.
time. But niggas out slinging like four in the night. For pistols that don't jam
When it's time to strike, this be the realest shit you heard in your life. Man, fire. Dog. I don't know if that was Have on that production or was that Alchemist. Either which way, that beat is fire, dog. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Fire, man. Oh my goodness. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a big mob. Big mob. You heard? Big infamous mob. Um, let's see. um, oh, hold on. Nah, this right here was fire. Hold on. I gotta put this one on. Cause a lot of people probably forgot about this joint right here. Um, a lot of y'all probably forgot about this joint right here. See, I'm a mob fanatic. Hold on. Where's this joint at? Hold on. Let me put this joint on. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I had to find this joint right here. This shit was fire. I'll never forget this song right here. It's fire. I don't know. I think Have did the beat. I'm not too sure if Have did the beat or was that done by Clue. I don't know, but fire at the end of the day. Mm. Mhm.
Yo, check, chill, please stimulate your eardrums. Taste bud, more high than drugs. My salt taker. I blast off on the track, Lord. My shit is pure satisfaction. What more could you ask for? With facts like an air saw. I pour fire on earth. I'm in the hot bar. The point ties get burnt. Tail through the rail. Slide through my terrain. Take a ride with me. Check out my lifestyle. It's a off-road course. I change challenge. But that's a great thing. It creates balance. It's wildlife federation. Congress, sit down and
Fire. Come on. What are we talking about? Imagine if Prodigy was alive and they could do a verses. Who y'all think they would be verses? Who would be a good duo to verse Mobb Deep? Imagine songs like that they pull out. That was on a Clue album. That wasn't even on their joint. But that was a Clue album right there, song. Come on, man. Come on. Who else? Who else could do a song with no chorus?
Catch you coming out your fucking crib.
Who could do a song with no chorus?
That's a fucking
Bullet, nigga. Come on. Look at the beginning. Uh-huh. I break bread, ribs, $100 bills.
Peel on the toddies and other four wheels. What? Full of medicine and generate. What? Saw the album only for more sales. We used to catch those. Listen. Now listen. I would only say Nas, because I do fuck with Nas. I ain't gonna mention no Jay-Z. We don't do no Jay-Z's over here. Maybe only Nas could start a song like that. P was the only dude, no lie. His first few bars, you're like, yo, hold on. People used to be like, oh, this nigga be rapping off beat. He don't rhyme all the time. It's not even about that. The best lyricists be giving this man props. Faggot ass Jay-Z waits till this man passes away to be like, yo, at one point in time, P was like one of the top 3 rap artists, but you didn't say that shit when the nigga was alive. So he can hear you say that. You didn't say it when he was alive. That's what I'm saying. Like all these Jay-Z fans, I be talking about Jay-Z. Nigga, Jay-Z be stealing other people's verses and lines, dog. Like, what are we talking about? Let me see. I missed a lot. King had to take that call. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I really wasn't going in. I was just talking about Mobb Deep. You know what I mean? I just was talking about Prodigy. You know? Like, come on. Listen to this.
Oh, what?
Word. Catch you coming out your fucking crib. Come on. Catch a bullet.
Fucking bullet, nigga.
Nigga said, I break bread, ribs, $100 bills, killed on the Cotties, another 4 wheels. Come on. Medicine to generate meals. Tour the album only for more sales. Come on, man. Maybe only Nas could come up with some shit like that. Maybe Biggie. I'm talking about, come on, man. This man was in his bag. This dude was way before, he was ahead of his time, dog. Way ahead of his time. Way, way ahead of his time. You know what I'm saying? Prodigy was way ahead of his time, dog. This nigga had no one could ever duplicate his voice. No one could ever duplicate his rhyme patterns. No one could ever duplicate his flow. There's a lot of dudes that you could duplicate their flows, not Prodigy. Come on, man. Come on. It's another one. Prodigy. Money known. Word up. The whole clique. So that infamous shit. You know what I'm saying? Man was nasty. I don't celebrate none of those. Bricks off the world trade, crushing that weak shit. I feel you. Listen, I feel you. I like Prodigy. I don't idolize him. I never worshipped him. You know what I'm saying? As far as like rap back in the day, in the 90s, that was my favorite rap group. You know what I'm saying? I feel you though. I don't idolize them. You know what I'm saying? But, it's just like how, when people was falling for Cat Williams, talking about, oh, Cat Williams exposing the industry and all this and that. But Cat Williams still part of the shit that he's supposed to be exposing. You know what I mean? He exposed shit that we already know. So is that exposing? You know what I mean? Because after he did that Club Shay Shay interview, he was on the GQ magazine cover. You know what I mean? Like if he really was going against that system, he would have never been on the GQ magazine. He would have never got like those stand-ups right after all of that. You know what I mean? Like, and look, he was on Kevin Hart's roast and he said it blatantly. They called me. I was surprised that they called me and asked me if I wanted to be part of the Kevin Hart roast. And he straight up said on that stage, I did it for the money. So what does that say about Cat? Cat try to act like, don't get me wrong, I like Cat. I fucks with his stand up and all this other shit. But at the same time, again, how much of the industry are you exposing if they still let you make money out of? You see what I'm saying? We see what really, when you expose these people, we see what really happens. None of that happened to Cat Williams. You see what I'm saying? And like Peach was saying, And I caught like listen, man, that was one of the first things I noticed. Besides him being at that roast, I'm like, yo, he's taking pictures with all these people. He's shaking their hand and he's bowing his head down. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think he was uncomfortable. I think he knew what the fuck he was doing. And he just knew he was selling out or that type of shit, like where you gotta kind of bow down to somebody. You get what I'm saying? That's how he looked from what I saw. The pictures and all this shit. He shook Kevin Hart's hand. He was holding it with two hands, having his head down. A lot of people that he was shaking their hands, he put his head down. I think they was like, hey, this is what you got to do. That quote unquote humiliation ritual or whatever. But yeah, the nigga said, oh, I'm here because for the money. So that's telling me you have no integrity, bro. So I feel you with that. That's what I've been telling people. I never idolized anybody. I never worshipped anybody. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Do I like some of these rappers or whatever that was in the industry? Yeah, but I never, looked up to them and shit like that. But there's a lot of people that do. You can't talk about, oh, Beyonce. Like, try to talk about Beyonce. Yo, and it's funny, right? Peach did me. I should have did it to see what would be a reaction. Peach was like, yo, I dare you to do a live talking shit about Beyonce. And I said, oh, you want what they call them, the beehive or whatever, to come after me? These people really would go after you. Same thing with Nicki Minaj. She got the barbs or whatever she calls them. They will really come after you. They did it with the Tasha K and Cardi B. I think Cardi B's fans is called the Bardies or whatever they call them themselves. They was going at Tasha K, threatening Tasha K. You know what I'm saying? All this other shit. Those people idolize and worship these celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Like, no lie, I should have did it. I should have did a live talking about Beyonce. I swear to God, you would see mad people in my comment section. Like, oh, we're gonna come for you, Mr. Maybach. We're gonna find where you live and we're gonna do this to you. I'm not saying you, King. No, I know, I get it. I feel what you're saying. You just saying you don't celebrate them. I feel you. I wasn't celebrating Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying like, yo, how like, he was like one of them rappers as far as like, what he was spitting. Cause no lie, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I never heard of Illuminati till Prodigy. Facts. Some people want to say it was Tupac. Nah, it wasn't Tupac. It was Prodigy on I Shot Ya, the remix with Keith Murray, Foxy Brown, Fat Joe, and LL. On that was the first time I ever heard the word Illuminati. He said, Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society, trying to keep their eye on me. To where Jay-Z even used that and looped it, as a chorus on a song. You know what I'm saying? That's why him and Jay-Z always had the beat. Jay-Z wasn't wearing no jerseys till Mob. Mob Deep was the first group I saw wearing jerseys and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. They're not gonna people ain't gonna give them their props. People be just like, yo, another thing too. That's why I never really cared for Jay-Z. Diddy said he gave Jay-Z Biggie's catalogs of like unfinished songs. That's why when Nas was dissing him, or they went back and forth, Nas was like, yo, how many rhymes of Biggie's gonna come out your fat ass lips? Yeah, because he had all of Biggie's unfinished songs and stuff. Then just type up Jay-Z biting, and you'll see how many shit Jay-Z bit from other artists or he took from other artists. I never liked Jay-Z. Never cared for Jay-Z. Let me shit Jigga can't fuck with P on his worst day. Yo, facts, but you'll have people tell you, like DJ Vlad talking about, oh, Nas can't pick a beat. What are you talking about? Like, Nas didn't care about doing shaking your ass type of music. That wasn't his style. So why you looking for beats to bop your head or to shake? Like, you a man, nigga. Why you looking to shake your ass? Talking about, oh, Jay-Z, Nas didn't make no club bangers for chicks to twerk to and all that. It's like, yo, what are you talking about? That's like, let's just say Malcolm X was a rapper, right? That's probably what Vlad would say about Malcolm X. Because Martin Luther King does song for chicks to shake their ass. He'll be like, oh, Malcolm X, he never made a song, motherfuckers could play in the club and all of that. Yeah, because he was lyrical. Nigga, what are you talking about? Why would a lyrical rapper be trying to get beats and say, "Oh, let me rap to a song that chicks can shake their ass." He didn't give a fuck about that. Like Vlad, I don't get that dude, man. He's a fucking clown, cornball nigga, man. But either which way, it's different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean? Some people, that's what they care about, listening to a beat. They don't give a fuck about no lyrics. I care about lyrics. That's why I can't listen to this drill rap. All these niggas talk about is drilling, spinning the block, smoking on this and smoking on that. Ain't nothing that you can gain from that type of rap. No message in it at all or nothing like that. At all. At least we had a balance back then. There was some form of balance. You know what I'm saying? There's no balance nowadays. There's no balance at all. We had the poor righteous teachers. You had KRS-One, even though he was talking about shooting this, shooting that, or whatever, gun this, gun that. There was some message in his rap. I feel like every rapper, the most gangsterous rapper, you know, they talk about Tupac. Tupac had this, he had hit him up and shoot him up and this and that. But he had Brenda had a baby and something informative at the end of the day. These niggas nowadays, they ain't nothing informative. These female rappers is telling all these young girls to go fuck your pussy ain't worth shit. Just go fuck whoever you want for a fucking designer bag. That's it. Go get pregnant. Go get pregnant by a dude and you'll get money. Shit is crazy. I mean, nothing informative at all. You know what I'm saying? All these weirdo rappers, man. Niggas ain't rapping shit. Niggas ain't even saying nothing. But I appreciate y'all, man, for rocking with me. All of y'all, everyone who tapped in, King Fire, Peach, who's this name? Motherfucking, what does this say? I can't really read that name. I just know it says, uh, what is it? Midge, 420. I'll just say 420. Salute to 420. I think it's a female, if I'm not mistaken. But I appreciate you. I think I seen your name before. I just can't remember where I seen your name before. Um, but I appreciate you, Miss 420. I'll just call you Miss 420. I appreciate you. Oh, I just seen who you are. All right. I seen you. I appreciate you for tapping in, 420. Who else? My G Shots. Salute Shots. Y'all New Yorkers is happy, man. New York Knicks is winning. Love is Blue. Salute to you, Love is Blue. Appreciate you for tapping in. I listen, man. I try to tell Dice. Dice don't want to listen. It is what it is. He said on his live last night that the Knicks is winning. Not if, but when they win. I'm telling him they're not, but that's my opinion. You know what I mean? I don't think the Knicks is gonna win. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. But hey, we'll see what happens. This shit is all scripted and rigged. You know what I mean? For those who don't know, it is already set up. Before the season start, they already knew who's gonna be the champion. You know what I mean? And to me, they want it to be OKC. That's just my opinion. You know? I don't give a fuck how good the Knicks have been balling. They've been 11-2, in the playoffs. Shit like that. But Garrison, salute. I just feel like, New Yorkers, they gotta talk their talk. Hey, that's why I said salute to them. You know what I mean? They're gonna talk their talk. They got the right to feel how they feel. You know what I mean? It's cool. Salute to Dice, but they're not winning, Big Dice. Remember I told you that. They're not winning, player. But hey, it's your team, and you're gonna ride for your team. And I wouldn't want you to, you know, think nothing less about your team. So salute to that man. Salute to all the New Yorkers. Miss D, Shots, Dog Soldier. Who else? Nikki Baby. Whoever else is from New York that's subscribed to me, that be tapped in. I don't know. But salute to y'all. Ain't no hate in my DNA. Ain't no hate in my blood. You know what I'm saying? But like I told that man, I just know that if it was the Celtics, y'all wouldn't be saluting me. I know some of y'all. Let me take that back. I know some of y'all would salute. But for the most part, a lot of y'all would say F the Celtics. You know what I mean? So on that note, like I'm gonna keep saying, so if you do watch this dice, fuck your Knicks, my nigga. All right? Fuck the Knicks. You know what I mean? It ain't fuck you, because we cool, but fuck your team, my nigga. Fuck your team. You know? Fuck your team. And anybody that don't like my team, fuck your team too. So it ain't just the New York Knicks. I don't give a fuck. If you a Cincinnati Bengal fan, fuck the Cincinnati Bengal. Peace, don't even laugh. Delaware don't even have no teams. But y'all are adopting Philly, because y'all right next door to Philly. But fuck the Eagles. Fuck the Phillies. Fuck the 76ers and all of that. You heard? Fuck the 76ers. Let me see. I'm BX all day. Oh, I didn't know that, King Fire. Let me see. Oh, but I'm Lakers. Oh, man. Well, you already know, nigga. You a Lakers fan? I'm Celtics. So we automatically don't get along. So salute to you, but fuck your Lakers, though. You know what I'm saying? But salute to my peoples in Mount Haven, though, in the BX. You know what I mean? Salute to all the BX. Hold on, let me not just salute Mount Haven. Salute all of the BX. You heard? Because again, we don't hate. Salute to all of Brooklyn, not just East New York, but salute to all of Brooklyn. Salute to all of Manhattan. You heard? Salute to Harlem. Salute to Long Island. I know y'all be y'all be acting funny to the people in Long Island. Salute to Long Island. Salute to my Caribbeans in Queens. You heard? The Belizeans, salute to them. The Trinis, the Jamaicans. You know what I'm saying? Wagwan. To my Haitians, sakap fet, sakap passe. You know what I mean? Go bagay passe. You heard? But yeah, salute to Queens. Can't forget Queens. You know what I mean? But like I said, outside of those areas, fuck New York, man. You know what I'm saying? F the whole sports thing. Yeah, we know you're not a sports fan. We know. You don't care about sports. We know you don't. Lakers, Celtics, legendary. Born in Belize. Oh, okay, King Fire. Salute to Belizeans, man. I know some of y'all be speaking Creole. You know what I mean? Salute to my Belizeans. And y'all flag is close to our flag, too. You know what I mean? Very close to our flag. Salute to my Belizeans. I know New York got mad Belizeans, dog. Whether it's the Bronx, what's the other parts of Brooklyn again? What's the other areas in Brooklyn again? Bed-Stuy. There's mad Belizeans in Bed-Stuy and the other part of Brooklyn, the Ville. I think the Ville got a lot of Belizeans. But yeah, man. Salute to my Caribbeans, man. All the islands, man. We don't hate over here. You know what I mean? The DRs that the Dominicans we fuck with. Salute to my DRs, the real ones, the ones that don't say me no black, me Dominican. Fuck them. But salute to my DRs out here in Mass and all around. Salute to my real Ricans. You know what I'm saying? My real Boricuas. Salute to them. You know what I mean? Like I said, my Yardmans, you know what I mean? My Yardis, my Grenadians, salute to my Grenadians. There's mad Grenadians out here in Mass. You know what I mean? Salute. Salute to everybody, man. Fuck it. Salute to everybody. We ain't hating on nobody, man. Salute to my real pale folks too, man. You know what I mean? Salute to my real pale folks, man. You know what I mean? The ones who ain't bugging out, the ones who ain't tripping, you know what I mean? And shit like that. The ones, salute to them. Salute to everybody, man. You know what I mean? Salute to the FBAs. Fuck it. Salute to the indigenous. Salute to the people that call themselves black. You know what I mean? Salute to the people that call themselves brown, crayon colors. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the people that say they pink, they yellow. Salute to the crayon colors. You know what I mean? Salute to, when I say crayon colors, I'm talking about people that call themselves crayon colors. And matter of fact, salute to the community, man. I ain't got nothing. Listen, man, I don't give two shits what people do. What people eat don't make me shit. Their fucking sexual orientation does not fucking affect my life. So salute to the rainbow community as well. Salute to the real ones. The ones who ain't with pushing this agenda on the children and all of that. Salute to y'all for having that type of mind frame to say, no, leave the children alone. You know what I mean? The adults should be able to do what they want to do, but let's leave the little kids. Let's not promote this shit to the children. So salute to them. But yeah, man, salute to everybody, man. Salute to the whole fucking world. Salute to my UK brevs. Man them. Alright? Man them wild, man. Brevs. Salute to my UK brevs, man. My London brevs. You heard? Salute to them. You know what I mean? Salute to the whole world, man. Salute to the whole fucking world. Maybach loves everybody. As long as you love me, I got love for you. You know what I'm saying? You rock with me, I rock with you. You respect me, you definitely gonna get respect from me. That's how I rock. But if I don't get none of that and it's negativity, then it's fuck you and everything else about you. You know what I mean? But, you know, I'm just talking about the ones that rock with me, man. We ain't gonna shed light on the haters and the ones, all this other shit. But yeah, salute to everyone, man. I hope y'all have a blessed day. It's Memorial Weekend. You know what I mean? If y'all go to these cookouts, wherever you at, you know what I'm saying? Go live. You know what I mean? Go live. I don't think I'm hitting up any cookouts. It's rainy out here today. So I don't know if anybody's gonna have any cookouts, but if they do, I'll definitely go live and show y'all, you know, how we doing it out here. You know what I mean? I already posted some Haitian Flag Day festivities on my shorts. Y'all could check the shorts and see. You know, I was out there with the Z's, you know what I mean? We always outside. Whenever it's our time, we pop out heavy. You heard? We grown men, so we don't be outside standing on no curb, no corner, no blocks. But when there's a festival, when it's the Caribbean shit, we pop out. You heard? We outside. You know? Be hundreds of us. Blue and red flags, you heard? But yeah, salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody, man. Peace to everybody, you know. Y'all stay safe out there. Let me see. Ain't no mac and cheese on the grill. Well, hey, if I go to a cookout, they better be some mac and cheese. It better be some mac and cheese. I done seen people make mac and cheese though on a grill. They just make it in a aluminum pan. You know what I mean? I done seen it cooked like that though. Some people are innovative, man. You'd be surprised. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised. But yeah, y'all. So y'all already know the slogan, man. Y'all stay vigilant, move militant. And on that note,